All right, so we're back at it again on this Jeep. It's due for an oil change, and I'm going to do the diffs and transfer case as well because, to my knowledge, they've never been done. I bought it used with 93,000 and it's got 127,000 now, so I'm just going to change them. I got all my fluids here, transfer case, diffs. I don't want to hear it. Valvoline will be fine. I'm not worried about it, so we're going to get that done. All right, so oil pan is 13 millimeter. Looks easy to change if I ever have to because you can see the rust spots, but we're not going to worry about that right now. There's our fill and drain for that. I'll figure out what size that is while I'm draining the oil. All right, the oil is draining. Let's get this filter out. All right, so with these 3/6s, always replace that O-ring for the cap. The filter comes with one. I use Mopar filters, MO349. You can get them at Walmart. Whenever I go to Walmart, I usually go and pick up oil, and I'll buy as many filters as they have, and I just keep them in my cabinet, and then I have them. All right, new O-ring on the cap, these filters in, and then we just drop it in and screw it down and tighten it up. Did some oil did come out of the cap there. Maybe right. All right, and that's that. Now we're gonna put the plug back in, put the oil in, and I'll show you how to reset the oil life indicator on this particular Jeep. All right, so the front diff is draining. It took an 8 millimeter Allen key. I'm actually shocked at how good the oil looks in this thing. I was expecting it to be a lot darker, but it looks really good, surprisingly. I'm gonna crack the fill so it stops coming out like that. It can get some air and flow out. All right, so if you're wondering why I'm doing all the fluids like diffs and transfer case and not the transmission, it's because ZF recommends, I believe, you change it by 80,000 miles on these transmissions. And to my knowledge, it's never been changed and it has 127,000 miles on it, so I am not messing with it. It's going to the dealership soon for a warranty headrest replacement. I'm going to have them check it and top it off if it needs some, but other than that, I am not messing with it because on these, you got to buy a new pan because it's a plastic pan and the filter for the transmission is built into the pan, and my luck, I'd change it or something and it would go out because it hasn't been serviced yet. So I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, oil's in. I'm going to show you how to reset it. The reason I just take the engine cover off is because it's so much easier to get the filter out than doing it through here, because then you got to use an extension on your ratchet, and then you spill oil everywhere pulling the filter out. It's just so much easier to pop the cover off because there's no bolts. Holds 6 quarts of oil. You saw me pour the 1 quart bottle. I didn't film pouring the 5 quart jug because, you know, I can't do that with one hand. So I'm going to show you how to reset it. All right, so you get in, you turn it to run. You wait for that to go away. All right, you go down to where it shows you everything with the vehicle. You select the oil life, pump the gas pedal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Resets it to 100. Now on the newer models, on the bottom, it'll just say press OK to reset oil life, and that is just the OK button on the steering wheel. Okay, so on the front diff, the fill hole is very close to the oil pan, and I couldn't get this in there at the right angle, and it was all just coming back out when I was squeezing it, so I came up with this. I put a piece of white vinyl tubing on it, and that should do the trick. Okay, front diff is done. It held almost this whole bag. There's still a little bit in there. I'm going to drain it into this bag because the back I think holds a little bit more, but I couldn't put any more in. It was running out the hole, so it's full. Next, I'm doing the transfer case, then I'll move on to the back diff. I wish I could have filmed putting this in, but it required both my hands, so. Okay, let's get this transfer case opened up. I don't know if I can do this with one hand and record. Alright, now I'm gonna crack the top before I take that all the way out so it can get some air so it doesn't do all that stupid stuff. Splash everywhere. Damn! That one's tight. Drag it. This damn creeper's catching all these stones. Alright. Take this guy out. See what this looks like. Huh. Oh, no, that wasn't very much, was it? That might not be good. Okay, the transfer case is full. As you guys saw, I didn't get barely anything out of it. I guess that's right. Everything I read online, it said it could take up to 2 quarts. It only took half a quart. I didn't get half a quart out of it. There wasn't any metal on the plug, drain plug, and it never made any noise, so I don't know. I guess it's okay. I think moving forward, I will probably check the fluid level in that transfer case every 10 to 15,000 miles. So that'll be like every 2 to 3 oil changes. So now we're on to the back diff and then we're done. Same thing with the rear diff. Oil looks really good. Okay, everything's back together. No noises. I guess that transfer case is okay. And we're all done.